What's up, guys? I think we're live. I'm doing a whole different setup today, so I hope it works. So let me know if you guys can see me, if you can hear me, if everything looks good. Because the last few streams, I've gotten a phone call in the middle of the stream that's completely cut out the stream. So I'm just trying to do it straight up on my laptop. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? I hope you can. Or nope? Can you not hear me? Oh, you can. Okay, cool. Sweet. What's up, Liam? What's up, Timmy? Edwin? I'm doing well. Excited to stream again. Had a great trip. Yeah, excited to get back in the swing of things. How's everyone else doing? Timmy, I heard you went mountain biking this past weekend. Hopefully you're all good. Make sure the stream's still going. I think we're rolling. Hello, Jonathan. What's up? Oh, we're echoing. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I have way more control over the stream I'm on my laptop instead of my phone. So I have like way more options and like a whole interface, which is cool. What's up, Mitchell? Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Not much. I just got back from work a little while ago and hopped on the stream here. So yeah, I'm stoked at how the van came out. I'm glad you like it. What else can I do here? What can I do? Pop out chat participants. Okay, cool. So it looks like we got Jonathan, Liam, Mitchell, Timmy. Everyone's still in here. Is the connection all right and everything? Oh, it's getting warm in here. It was warm today, like 60 degrees. I think we're rolling all good here. Open up the window quick. Yeah, cool. Oh. What'd you guys think of the last video, the last vlog? I had a lot of fun in San Diego. I got to go back. It was great from Liam. Thanks, dude. Stoked you liked it. The next one is going to be like a continuation almost. From like Joshua Tree, and then I went up to the Valley of Fire. I don't know, has anyone ever been to the Valley of Fire in Nevada? It's a really cool state park. Oh, Soren, what's up, dude? Epic, thanks, man. Good to see you in here, man. Oh, cool. Timmy says great shots of the beach. Thanks, man. Yeah, I wish I had more time to spend at the beach. It was so hot there, though. I think at one point it was like 97 degrees or something. In some areas that I drove through, it got up to like 110 degrees. I didn't understand how people lived in that stuff. And it was only like the beginning of May. But Oh yeah, and the drone shots over north, those were really good. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that was crazy. That the one drone flight of when I was like up on that mountain face, it was so windy. It was like giving me all these warnings to land just because it was so windy. But that drone actually holds up in the wind really well. So I've never really had like a scare with it being too windy. But I did get in a pretty gnarly situation where the drone was going right in for the cliff, but it has sensors on it to make it stop. But my bumper, so I was kind of rushing. But Below 22, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Little stream here. It's crazy how light it stays now. Just how warm it is. But Mitchell, how fast can you drive in the van for the drone to follow? It's a good question. I don't put it on like a follow mode. I'm manually flying it when I do all of that. But I think I find as soon as I get over roads that are like faster than 40 miles an hour, it's really tough to fly the drone. There's only certain roads that I want to fly and drive on just because it's really easy to lose the drone if you're like going, 55 miles an hour or something. So I try to go on roads that are 35 to 40 miles an hour max and roads that have passing zones so people can go around me. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing it myself. I've never tried the follow modes, largely just because I feel like I don't really trust it. But I got to figure out what I want to do this weekend. I don't know if I should go down to the desert again somewhere, or if I should stay up here, if I should go snowboard and go skiing, or what I should do. But definitely have options. Timmy, have you ever had any close calls with Luna? Not that really stick out to me. I did have one like a few weeks ago, just coming home from work, just with someone in front of me. In terms of if you're talking about like crashing, but yeah, nothing super close. I drive really sort of defensive or cautious with Luna, just because there's so much stuff in here, and I have a propane tank in here where if, I don't know, could like explode, and yeah, that's the one thing with the van. You just gotta just take it extra slow everywhere, and just always be a little bit more conservative with your driving, just because there's so much in here. And yeah, if I were to get like T-boned or something, I don't even know how I'd go about fixing that. So luckily no close calls, but some of the bumpy roads can kind of get tough. Stuff just gets rattled around. Thinking about it, it would be fun. I gotta see how much a day ticket is. That's the only issue, is if it's like really worth. If it's gonna be like $150, that would be a lot of money to go like spring, summer skiing. But I definitely am going to. I guess maybe sooner the better. But it would be fun to go up to snowboard for the day. I feel like I haven't skied in so long. I guess some places in Colorado are open for like another month or so too. So there's a lot of options. I think A Basin is open to like maybe the end of May as well. That and Snowbird. I think like Winter Park is still open. I think even Breckenridge is still open, which is kind of nuts too. But it's also hard to pass up the desert because this is like the best time of the. Not the best time, but it's kind of like the last time to be able to go down to the desert, because in a few months it's just going to get so hot down there. It already was, like down south. So it's always such an in-between period, because there's like the shoulder season. There's still snow. Like I'd love to go up to Jackson, but obviously there's still so much snow up there, and even here up top in the mountains. So it's like just this in-between phase where you can't really go enjoy the summer in the mountains, but it's kind of like getting hot down in the desert, so you got to find something to do in between, Yeah, snowboard would be fun. What's this telling me here? Oh, that's kind of cool. I can pop out the chat. I got a big old screen of chat. I think it'd be cool to hook up my camera as like a webcam and have like a lot better quality and use like a different third-party streaming software, but this just works and it's easy. I don't know why I didn't use my computer longer. Mm-hmm. Have you guys ever been to Joshua Tree or anything? Or Valley of Fire down in Nevada? What is this song that came on? It's like a banjo. It's folk music. Let me see. I think Forum SPS says to go skiing as well. Hey Nick, what's up, dude? Nick Kusera. Thanks for stopping by again. Soren, last day skiing for me was late March. Can't believe other resorts are still going. Crystal Mountain's last day is this weekend, I believe. Yeah, I'm right there with you, dude. Last time I skied was end of March as well. I don't think I skied in April. I think it was like that last weekend in March, but yeah, it's crazy. There's definitely still a handful of resorts still going. I think Mammoth is still open too out in California. So it's always just like I don't know, it's always a tough time to ski because it's just obviously it's so warm. It's not like there's new snow, but yeah, it would still be fun. I think my dad is coming out to ski some moguls at Snowbird this weekend. They're building like a little mogul course out there. And I think he's paying like $40 a day to go ski and just go rip moguls. Which it doesn't really sound super fun, but Timmy Curran says, do you ever snowboard? I don't. I snowboarded like a long time ago back home once, but I don't know. If people ask that, I feel like every stream is if I snowboard or if I'm going to snowboard. But yeah, I don't really have the desire to. I'm just fine skiing. Hello, Aunt Papa. I think it would be kind of cool to try to snowboard, though. Would be interesting. It just sucks to like hurt yourself. One of my best friends that I used to ski with was a snowboarder from Colorado. But you think Killington's still open, which is impressive for how hot it's been. That is pretty impressive. I didn't think any East Coast resorts would still be open, to be honest. It's just weird. Like, it's May. It just is like, I can't believe it stuff's even, still going. But has it been really hot back there, Nick? Over on the East Coast? It's been warm. I wouldn't say it's been super hot here. I'd say maybe like 60 degrees, which I don't know. I guess it can be warm, but Liam, Killington is the last one open on the East Coast. That's crazy. Wonder how much they have open back there. Are they closing soon, like Memorial Day? Or before that? I wonder if any place will make it to 4th of July this year. That would be pretty cool if places could make it to 4th of July. And it's open till May. But yeah, it's May 5th right now. I wonder if they're open like how much end of May. Okay, there you go. Wow, that is long. wonder like how much of the resort they have open. I heard like A Basin still has everything open, which is pretty nuts. But Colorado's also been getting some snow. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but they've literally been waking up to like a few inches for the past few days, which is crazy. $80 degrees on the weekend. Wow. Today like 70. It's got to 80 degrees here on the Ice Coast. That is warm. That's really warm. So I'm saying I just feel like the snow conditions is just going to be so off when it gets that warm. I mean, granted, it's not going to get that warm up in Killington, up on the mountain, but you know, it'll still probably be 50, 60 degrees. It seems East Coast resorts stay open until your skis get muddy after only a little bit of snow. That's exactly right, Soren. Yeah, they're going to push that as long as they can, I bet. A Basin got POW. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I'm telling you, they got Colorado in general got some snow out in the mountains down there. It'd be pretty epic. I'm surprised it didn't hit Utah at all, because usually, really, they get the storms that we get, but I guess not in that case. But you know, then resorts have to like shift to their summer operations too. Like I think Park City begins their summer operations. They just made an announcement that they're starting at like Memorial Day weekend. So it's like you got to make that whole shift over there and make sure everything's ready, whether that's your bike park or just like placing a little thing that they're doing. So it doesn't give people a lot of time. Yeah, it is crazy that Jackson closed. They were like leading the snowpack for a long time. I think what's the big thing with ski resorts and trying to stay open is that a lot of them are on land that they're like leasing, essentially, whether that's from the Forest Service or, you know, some of this land that some of these resorts are on, like families own, you know. So a lot of them, they just have agreements that they can stay open from this date to this date, and then like no matter what the snow conditions are like, they just have to close either way. So I'm sure Jackson is a little bit similar to that, because I know that there's some places around here and like up in the Cottonwoods where there's just they have to close at some point just because they don't own the land to make that decision, you know. But that's where like obviously touring and like backcountry stuff would be really fun, because like if you're up in Jackson right now or even up here like in Snowbird, like you can just, you know, just go tour out in the back and still be getting some laps in. And I think traditionally the snowpack is pretty stable this time of year, just because the snow had time to actually form a base, and now this stuff is it's so heavy where it's just not fragile, you know. So I think it's a pretty safe time to go out and do that stuff. East Coast resorts got a storm in April after some closed. Sad. Yeah, that's always the worst, Liam. Like when you see they close and then they get like this massive storm like in April or something. Everyone's like, "Well, why'd you close? Why'd you close?" Got over a foot of snow after their closing dates. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of snow. But again, I'm sure there's a lot of people who just went up there and toured up the mountain and just still skied it, unless they completely close it down. But Mount Snow in Vermont has one double black. It's really tough, and it is a trail called Second Thoughts right before it drops out to 45%. Yeah, that's a really steep pitch. I wonder how long it is. Because yeah, that's nuts. Mount Snow in Vermont. I'll have to check that out someday. 45-degree pitch is a lot. It's steep. I wonder if it's just kind of briefly or if it's like pretty sustained at 45 degrees. Oh, Justin, what's up, dude? I'm hitting Mount Bachelor on May 22nd. Pinnacle Glacier, Memorial Day, Mount Hood whenever colder weather comes through over the summer. Nice, dude. You got the summer already planned out, dude. What's up? Not much, dude. That sounds awesome. I've never heard of Pinnacle Glacier, but I would take it that's probably up in the PNW area, Oregon or something. I wonder how the Mount Hood scene is going to be this summer. See you, Liam. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Appreciate the support on the channel. You got it, man. It's across the street from Mount Rainier. Oh, okay, cool. Across the street. That's awesome. That's what I was just saying. I think a little before you jumped in, Justin, was just like, even though a lot of these resorts are closed, there's still going to be a ton of people who are still up skiing the snow that we still have with backcountry and doing that, you know. Nick Cusero, I usually go camping in the summer since my family has a trailer. That's awesome, dude. What kind of, is it like a fifth wheel, or what kind of trailer is it? That's really cool. Camping's awesome. I know not everyone likes camping, but it's a lot of fun. And where do you guys usually camp? I'm sure there's some beautiful spots back east. It's called Ripcord, and it's icy and has moguls 2 feet tall. Icy and moguls is never a good combination. Those two words should never be used together. But yeah, 2 feet tall ice moguls, that just sounds like it's a challenging run. I don't want any part of 2 feet ice moguls. Jacob, what's up, dude? Hey, man, just join. What's the conversation on? We are just talking about kind of like summer-ish skiing and just resorts that are still open and just options of still skiing. Some people are going camping, so pretty loose conversation, I think, right now. But yeah, Justin's going to Mount Bachelor, Pinnacle Glacier. I'll be able to see what the Palmer Glacier skiing will be like in a month and a half. That's pretty sick. I can imagine, like, glacier skiing sounds awesome. Palmer is great. Just get up in the morning. We camp in like PA or plan trips to Maine. Yeah, I mean, have you ever been to Acadia, Nick? Acadia National Park. That's apparently like one of the most beautiful national parks in the country. But I've heard there's some really cool spots back in Maine. Jake always, nothing by me on the East Coast is open, that's for sure. Well, Jacob, they were saying Killington, I think, is still open. It's open to like the end of May. Yeah, Killington. Which is crazy. I did not expect anything to be open back there, but people are saying Killington's open, so maybe rip out there for a day. Maybe 2 feet is a bit of an exaggeration to me. It could be. 2 feet's big. But I mean, moguls do get huge just because of how easy they are to form, you know? That's what makes moguls so deadly, is that, like, yeah, it doesn't take a lot for them to just get huge. We have a small trailer, only has 2 wheels for 4 people, but it's enough. That's dope. I mean, especially if you're camping, Nick, like, I don't know. I mean, there are times where you're obviously spending a lot of time in the rig or the trailer, but if you got a good spot and you got like chairs and all that stuff, like, yeah, you can space out. But what do you guys use to pull it, Nick? Do you have like a pickup truck or something? And I don't think you haven't been to Acadia. Yeah, I would definitely check that out. If I were you, that's where I would go. Heard really great things about Acadia, actually. Come hike and ski a volcano this early summer, Lucas. We're only 12 hours from Salt Lake. Yeah, I mean, that would be sick, dude. It's just having the time, like 12 hours one way, so it's 24 hours of driving, and just like trying to rip that on a weekend. Is that, for me, that'd be really tough to do. But it would make for a cool story. But I mean, I'm gonna see if I can go up there for a longer amount of time. make like more of a trip out of it. But I checked their website. Killington is not open. Okay, so Timmy's saying that Killington is not open. Someone earlier was saying that Killington was open. Maybe it was Liam. I don't know. Nick was saying Killington's still open. And Liam confirmed, so interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I was surprised that it was still going to be open, but 3-day weekend like 4th of July, yeah, you're right. Yep. And if I take a day off on the other end of that, I could have a 4-day weekend. An SUV Volkswagen Atlas. Oh, okay, that's cool, man. That's a nice little rig. You can come ski dirt and grass if you come to the East Coast. That's always fun. Yeah, dude, no joke. I don't know, some of those videos, I forgot who does them. Why am I blanking on the name? Oh, Candid Thovex. When he does like all those crazy ski videos of like skiing on everything but snow. I don't know how they do that. But that's why also, Jacob, like that's what makes skiing fun. Is like it's like finite. Like it has its season, you know. That's like, for me, that's what makes it special. It's like it comes at a time where it's like on for skiing, and then like the summer hits and it's like time to camp and do other stuff. Because if we could ski all year round, I feel like it would lose its like juice, you know. But I don't know. I think the way to do it would be to like go to like New Zealand or place where our summer is their actual true winter. But I just feel like trying to chase like summer skiing is tough. What's your favorite kind of trail? Green, blue, black, or double black? Oh, my favorite kind of trail? I thought you asked what my favorite trail was for each one. I'd probably say like a double black, Timmy. I think some of those ratings can be so kind of like, I don't know, subjective, where, you know, like Alta, for instance, they don't even really rank their stuff, and a double black at like Sun Valley might not be a double black at, I don't know, something else, but probably double black. I mean, I just like the steeper stuff, the more challenging stuff. But I like blues for like warming up and just getting like 1 or 2 laps in, and I don't know. I try not to look at like the actual difficulty too much, and more or less just like what the run has to offer and all that stuff. Because there's some really fun blue runs and, you know, really fun blacks and all that. But it may have closed, but not too long ago. Yeah, I feel like everything's kind of closed. You know, in April, last few weekends, everything's kind of alternated. But I'm sure there's still a ton of snow up there, Killington. You could ski 2 volcanoes on a 4-day weekend. That would be pretty rad, dude. That would be cool. Are they inactive volcanoes, or have they already erupted, or like what does that mean? I don't think I've ever even been to a volcano like that. Yeah, the short season makes you want to make the most out of what short time you have to actually ski good conditions snow. Yeah, exactly, Jacob. Totally. Like that's what creates that urgency. Like, I mean, I guess the season really starts maybe around like November, end of November. Like it really doesn't start, stuff like really doesn't open up until like maybe the week before Christmas. It's usually like a good early season if your stuff is open before Christmas, you know. So then you really have like maybe that Christmas week, but you have like January, February, and March. You have like 3 really solid months of skiing. And really, I would argue that a lot of the bulk of that is even like, I don't know, the six weeks, January, you know, February, and some of March, and then it starts to simmer down. But I just really like those really deep pow days, you know, and just like dumping true winter storms, which I think really happen in January, February, and March. So Canada's an insane skier, and I love his One of Those Days video is probably his best one he put out. I mean, they're all sick. They're all cool, but yeah, obviously an insane skier. He goes huge, and just some of the stuff just seems like impossible to even comprehend even, but somehow he does it. I look at the difficulty because I would be in trouble if I found myself on a double black. Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, if you're like just starting skiing, or you're not like, you don't ski all the time, like it is smart to look at the difficulties, because they do kind of guide you and like help you with what to expect from the trail. So I would say they're pretty accurate in the sense of, if you're not like a comfortable advanced skier, I probably would stray away from double blacks, but they can also, I feel like, scare people away, and they make it so people don't try that, because it says like experts only and all this stuff, which is true, but it doesn't mean you can't. They're all active volcanoes. That's crazy. Summer can also depend on altitude. You can get a good pow day above 12K feet any time of the year. Yeah, that's true. Obviously, it depends on altitude. Depends where you're at. If you're way up in the mountains. Like I've hiked a few 14ers even, where you're 14,000 feet up in Colorado, and there's still kind of some lack of snow up there. But well, yeah, I just don't know. I've never really experienced it or tried to, you know. Jacob, have you ever tried snowboarding? No, I have not. That's the second question this stream. We got a few questions last stream about that. Well, I take it back. I have tried snowboarding. I've done it once, but like I basically just falling leafed or whatever it's called down the whole, and it was like back east in New York, so it was a very small mountain on like a Friday night in the dark. I remember, long time ago, like 10 years ago. So I don't know. Maybe I should try it. But I just said I don't want to, like, it would suck to get hurt and not be able to ski because I tried snowboarding. But it would be fun. East Coast double blacks are like blues on the West Coast. Very true. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the trail ratings don't necessarily translate. Definitely coast to coast, and even like just mountain to mountain. You know. And just like an example of this is Alta, where they don't even rank double blacks or triple blacks or double blues or whatever. So, yeah, a double black at Brian Head down south is different than a double black at Snowbird. So that's why it's always good to try to scout, you know, or scope out what you're going to ski, and just make sure you have a good understanding of where you're at. And it's the same to go with like mountain bike trails and stuff too. Because you got to think, like, who's actually rating these trails? Is there like a universal board that says, yeah, this slope is a double black? I don't think there is. North-facing aspects in the Pacific North are pretty glacial, so there's always a base. Okay, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. The direction of the slope and all that stuff, and how much sun it's getting. That snow will just stay there all year long. And then when it dumps on top, you get a pow day. Makes total sense, man. That's rad. That's super rad. I just transferred to snowboarding to see how it was, because I skied since I was 3. So I skied for 17 years, and I'm finding it really fun. Because, dude, that's true. That's a good point, Jacob. Because, yeah, once you ski for 17 years, like, if there's really not a pow day, or just like not a new resort, like, it would be fun just to strap on a snowboard and try something new. And then you have both skills. So like, if you're ever like with a bunch of snowboard buddies, you can just hop on the snowboard. That's a good point. And like, it never hurts to know more things or know how to do both. I've just never really had like the opportunity to, where someone had like a board, or I don't know. I'm trying to either get some POW, or I don't know. It would be fun. I mean, I can wakeboard and wake surf and stuff. I mean, I don't know how much translation that has to actually snowboarding, but I have experience with board sports, just more in the summer. Strand looks so flat on Google Earth. Interesting. Do you think Ripcord could be a West Coast double black from Timmy? I don't know. What is which one is Ripcord again? I was trying to find where we talked about it. I don't know, for something to be a West Coast double black, I mean, I think it either has to have like really tight trees, it has to be really steep, it's got to have some sort of maybe like rocks or something. Something above tree line is typically the 45% one. Yeah, I mean, if it's a true 45% steepness grade, like I think that would easily be a double black. Because 45% is steep, man. I mean, once you get to 50% slopes, I don't know, like, I mean, yeah, there's some steeper stuff, but not readily available to resort skiing. A lot of the stuff at Alta is around a 40 to 45% grade. It just depends. It just depends for how long, Timmy, you know, because if it's 45% for like 2 turns, then like, yeah, it's 45%. But if it's a sustained 45% pitch, I think like that little shoot in my Alta video, if you check that out, that was like a true 45% pitch, and it was long, and it got like really narrow in the middle. So that was why it's not even rated, but that's why I think that could definitely double black and potentially even a triple black. I don't really know. Nick, I did the same thing 2 years ago. I snowboarded for a year and a half. That's awesome. Hey, maybe I'll strap one on next summer or next winter. Grand Illusion, what's up? You're welcome, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the support on the videos too, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, we've just been on for, I think, 30, so it shows 36 minutes. I'm trying it on my laptop because the last few streams I got a phone call right around this time of the stream, actually, and it just completely cuts out the stream. So doing it on my laptop, I think I like it. I get a little bit more control. I can see more stuff. So I just got to remember to look at the camera. I keep looking at the chat, not like at you guys, but Timmy Curran, do you know Jonathan? Oh, Carlo. Hey, Lucas. Hey, Carlo. What's up, man? Hey, how is that? Didn't you say your sister and your mom got in an accident or something? How are they doing? Timmy, do you know Jonathan Buckhouse? Not really. We've chatted a little bit on Instagram last year. I just kind of like met him virtually. I don't really know how. Yeah. But yeah, I've never like met him in person, but we just kind of support each other's work and stuff like that. But Timmy Curran, Justin says, Lucas, look into the atomic shift binding, then you can play in the backcountry, but still didn't rated binded for normal skiing. Yeah, I got you. Honestly, Justin, if I was gonna do it, I'd probably I'd go full setup. So I'd go like a full touring setup. Largely because I want a full downhill or Nordic setup for when I ski down, because I feel like I put a lot of pressure on the boots and the bindings and all that stuff. So I want something that's a true Nordic downhill setup. And then I would just get a pure backcountry setup. Something that's like, yeah. I mean, I was looking, what are they called? Like the day makers or something? The day breakers, the day makers. Those things that like pop. You like put them into your existing ski bindings, and like you can tour that way. But my sister, who lives up in Jackson Hole, does touring and backcountry stuff. So she is like, she has a backcountry setup. Grand Illusion, yo, the van mods came out insane, dude. That front bumper is badass. Yo, thank you, dude. I'm stoked on them. I'm really stoked on how they can. I just feel like it completely transforms the look of the van, and she just looks a lot more. You like brought her to a different category. The front light bar is dope. I like the rear the best. The rear just looks so cool. Then with the bigger tires and wheels, it just looks so like thick. I don't know, but yeah, 45% would be a double black anywhere. Yeah, that's exactly right. Justin is exactly right. Most of the trails 45%. Yeah, I mean, if it's a 45% grade, then yeah, I would say it's a double black. It shifts for touring mode and goes back to alpine for the downhill. That's dope. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those. Or I guess they're just making more of those. And like, yeah, even they make like, ski boots that are kind of meant for both. I just tuned in. How's this beautiful weather? Dude, it's nice, man, right? It's like 60. It was like 62 degrees today or something. Complete sunshine. I mean, it was a true spring day. So I enjoyed it. It was nice. Granted, I was basically inside all day And my office has no windows. I'm like in the basement, so I don't really get to enjoy it, which sucks, but it was nice. The insane thing is right next to Ripcord is Glades. Okay, gotcha. So you have a 45-degree pitch, and then you have trees next to it. Okay, yeah, that's pretty sick. Is Glades, yeah. These are 13 din. Are you pushing harder than 13? No, I'm not. The bindings I have are 16s, though. They're the Tyrolia Attack 16s. So, I mean, yeah, I could get away with them for sure. My toe piece clipped out at 10. But, yeah, I don't need to push harder than 13. But I do use a 16 din binding on the downhill. I watch Jonathan Buckhouse. I like his videos. Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time. So good for him. Oh, Timmy Curran with the $2.99. Thank you, Timmy. It's like every time you pop in a $2.99, dude. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Your support's awesome. You're always on the streams, dude. You ask great questions too. Tell your dad I said hello, man. And Papa the $4.99. Thank you, Mother. First time on a stream. Mom's in the house, guys. All the way from New York. Justin Bayola said, no daymakers, look at the shift. Yeah, I didn't get the daymakers. Look at the shift, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the way to do it, just to get a setup, you know, get some lightweight skis or something. But there's just so much more to it in terms of just the education and, you know, you need the beacon and you just need the whole thing, which isn't a problem. But for some reason, I just don't have a drive to do a lot of touring stuff. I really don't. I used to. There's a point in my life where I was like, oh, that's where it's at, is backcountry skiing. But I just enjoy the resort aspect of skiing. I mean, the lines can suck for sure, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe as I get older, I want to go back to do some touring stuff. I mean, I think it's a cool skill to have and something it'd be obviously really cool to explore and do, but Mother's signing off. See you, Mother. Arthur Brelavosky, you the man. How much did your van build cost? Arthur, I actually made a whole video on this. It was back in season 1 of the vlog, like around December, but the van build cost when I initially built it. Now it's gotten more expensive, like when I just put these upgrades on and stuff like that. But basically the initial build out, without factoring in the hours and like the time I took, was right around 90, like $600, I think it came out to. So just under $10,000, but then I ended up putting something atrocious, like, you know, over 1,000 hours of work into it because I did it for about 6 months. And so then if you add a monetary value to that, you know, I paid myself like $12 an hour. Like it starts to get up more money, and then I was at like $12,000, you know, because I feel like people don't incorporate the time it takes to build the van. So I would say safe, like, and you could have obviously done it for a lot cheaper. You could have done it for a lot more money. I spent a lot of money on like my electrical system. My batteries were really expensive. You know, all of like the solar panel stuff like that. That was like my priority. My insulation, I spent a lot of money on the insulation. The heater was a lot of money. So there was like a few really big ticket items that cost me a lot of money for it. But in terms of like the wood that like the shiplap I put on the walls and like this plywood that it took to build these like, you know, the sheet of this plywood was like $45 and I was able to almost do like the entire cabinets, you know. So there's a few things that cost a lot, but like you could do this for a lot less money. But I also feel like I really did this the right way and I really framed the van correctly. Like this van is built really, really solidly. There's no like L brackets or stuff like that holding stuff together. Everything is wood sitting on top of wood. So I have like it's a really solid build. Big thanks to my dad because he helped me with like the actual, I don't know what you would call it, but just like the foundations of wood building. My dad really helped me with that. So hope that answers your question. But now I just spend a lot more money on, you know, these exterior mods and stuff. But I was able to, and sorry for the long-winded response, but I was able to space the build out, you know? So like what I mean by that, what I think was the most important thing when I tell people who ask this question is like, because I was working throughout the whole process, like I was still earning money as I was doing it. So it wasn't like I had to get the $10,000 like right away. Oh my God, I need to build the van. It was like, okay, I know just to do the walls, it's going to cost me $200, you know, and it's going to take me a few days. So I was able to, as I earned money, I was able to pay for the project. So I think it would be a little bit more intimidating if you didn't have a source of income and you were just trying to do this like all at once, if that makes sense. You'd be able to do it quicker. But anyways, hope that answers. Justin, holy cow, dude. $20 towards my volcano tour. Dude, that is insane, man. Just, you don't have to do that, dude. That's a lot of money, man. I appreciate you just being here and making these streams entertaining, dude. I really enjoy talking to you and learning about the PNW, but that's nuts, dude. Damn, dude. Thank you, Justin. Seriously. I hope you know I really appreciate that, man. I'll have to get out there. Okay. Thank you, Justin. Thanks everyone who's taking the time to be here. Seriously. Same, dude. I just found out my return to office is June 14th. Yeah, that's got to be tough. We literally returned back to the office like, I don't even know. It was like May of last year. Like we were not out for a long time. So yeah, that's going to be tough. We were not work from home for a while, a long time at all. Timmy, my dad wants you to say, yeah, dude. Tell your dad what's up. Tell your dad thanks for letting young Timmy come by the streams, dude, and watch the channel. I try to keep it as cool, clean, and inspiring as possible. So I appreciate that. Great drone footage from the last video, man. Really, really well done. Oh, thanks, dude. I think the drone footage in the next video is gonna be even better, to be honest. It's just really cool landscapes in this next video. So, but I appreciate that, man. Stoked you enjoy it. It's like probably one of my favorite things to do in the van is just put it in somewhere cool and fly the drone. I don't know why. Touring is for places that are worth seeing with no lift access and playing after resorts are closed. Great point. Great point. And maybe even when before the resorts are open, like some really just trying to get the legs back into it and stuff. But yeah, obviously that's what it's for. The no lift access, all that crazy stuff. Timmy, if you're still in here, how old were you when you did your first double black? Oh man, I don't know, Timmy. I think I was probably. I'd have to probably ask my dad. He'd probably know best, but I would probably say like, I don't know. I'm just totally throwing out an arbitrary number. I feel like maybe 7 or 8 years old, I bet. Bro, when you came to Solitude, I was the guy in the orange vest who parked your van. I saw you were filming and found your channel on YouTube, and I was subscribed. That's crazy, dude. Thanks for subscribing, man. That's nuts. That was like early in the season, so I'm surprised. I'm surprised you even like remembered that or saw that. I'd have to go back and check that out. I always like to have the camera going when I'm pulling in the park because usually sometimes the attendants do like, I don't know, they're either dancing or like doing something crazy. But that's cool that that you found the channel and stuff, dude. Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. I had that was like a really good parking spot. I was like almost front row, which is kind of cool. So Arthur, yeah, looks really good. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh yes, for sure, man. I'm stoked you enjoy the van. Have you met any fans yet from La Battaglia Isn't Good? You know, I probably met I think 3 people, maybe 4 that I remember that have stuck out to me. There was one person I was skiing on at Park City who I was like literally skied past him and he like just waved me down. I had music in, so almost like he kind of like hit me on the shoulder and like we were talking as we were skiing. I think his name was Norm. There was a time at Alta after I was done skiing just kind of recently. I was just hanging out. I had the door open, And I was shooting a time lapse, and two people walked by, and they just like said, "Yo, you're Lucas, right? I watch your videos." So that was, they noticed me there, or met them there. And then there's actually a lift attendant at Snowbird in Mineral Basin that saw that I was filming and just said, "Yo, I watch your videos." I think that's it. That's 3 people. Oh, and then the other day, I weirdly was walking out of work, and someone in a car like pulled up next to me and just said, "Yo, you're Lucas, right? Awesome videos," and drove away. So 4 people, I guess, people who have just said something like in person. But touring is not for all season fun. Yeah, and I think that's the thing, Justin. I think knowing that there's a time and place for it, and when to do it and when not to do it. You know, obviously when we have like crazy avalanche danger, it's not the time to do it. But I don't know. I'll have to, yeah. Honestly, my sister would probably be the best way to get into it, because she's done some avalanche stuff, and she's up in Jackson Hole, which is like obviously a great spot for backcountry stuff. But I feel like I'd just get impatient, if that makes sense. I'm ready for the drone footage to blow my mind. Dude, hope I can live up to the expectations, but it's pretty sick. Pretty sick, I'm not going to lie. $2 from Grand Illusion. Thank you, dude. You don't have to do that, man. Your support's been awesome for a long time too, dude. You've been around the channel for quite some time. But now I think a lot of the footage in this is cool. I think there's a lot going on. The challenge is always cutting it down to like an actual watchable length, you know? Like I'm working on it right now. I think I have like over an hour of just like footage. So like I got to try to make it like 15 minutes ish. And it's like, what do I cut out? What do I just like, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I should just be making one vlog per day, you know, because like this is another vlog that spans over 2 days. I'm thinking I could probably do more videos if I just did one vlog per day and not have to deal with like all of this footage trying to cut this down. But that was just the way I kind of organized it. Maybe a mistake on my end, but it's all good. They'll come together. Might be a little bit on the longer side, but whatever. We got a few more. First double black donuts, 5, but it's really easy. Oh, that's sick, dude. That's super young, man. I didn't start skiing until I was about 4, maybe like 3.5. And I did ski school for a little bit, and then yeah, that's why I think like the 7 or 8 number is probably a good number, but maybe it was even later. I don't know. Would you rather ski in the Alps, Australia, Asia, or South America? I'd out of all those places, I'd probably ski in the Alps, man. Alps, and then I don't know, Asia. That's tough, but yeah, probably the Alps and then South America. Wolfman, man, I watched the video, and when that slush got you, I just laughed because I did the same thing a week earlier. Oh, the slush. Oh, that's funny, dude. Yeah, dude, I got smoked on that. I forgot. I had to think about what you were talking about. It was when I fell. Yeah, dude, that snow is always so deceiving, you know? Like, it looks so good. It looks like it's going to be, like, untouched skiing, and then you just drop it, and it's like you're just, like, in cement. So, yeah, that was funny. That was my first time at Solitude, so I got to go back when, like, more stuff is open. And there's just more snowpack, but it was really cool. That summit chair or something that it's called, that's a gnarly chairlift ride. I wasn't expecting it to go like up and then down again, and yeah, that was pretty wild. So gotta make it back. Timmy Kieran, how many notifications do you get from your YouTube channel? I don't know. I mean, when I post a video, it's more. There's obviously a stretch when this channel was growing a lot, and there was a lot more, you know, but nothing like overwhelming. That's why I'm able to respond to everyone, you know. I mean, I don't get that many. And in the YouTube Studio app or whatever, does a good job of like kind of making it an easy way to find them and stuff. So I don't know, probably like 5 to 10 a day or something. And then obviously when I post videos, it's a little bit more, but. Oh, Charles, what's up? A quick hello. We are tweaking the last things on the transit working on the last episodes of Vanderbilt series. A couple of years ago, I had random people come to me in Texas and Louisiana who knew me from my runaway camper videos. I'm about to hit 2 million views. That is insane. It isn't fun. Charles, congratulations. Yeah, your van is looking awesome. It really is. I'm stoked to see how it comes together. What are you tweaking? And it's funny you say that, Charles, because I feel like you're gonna be, and like you're gonna be tweaking stuff just forever. Like that's what I'm noticing at least. There's always something that you're trying to make better. There's always something that, if I could just change this or upgrade this, like. But I think that's the fun thing about it in the van bill in general. And I told myself I would like. I love this van. I love Luna. But it's like there's a weird itch to like want to build it again. It's weird. It's like it would kind of be cool to like start the process over. It's just like so stimulating and like there's so much problem solving to it. But that's cool. I'm stoked to see it. And the fact that you get 2 million views is insane. Good for you. You're an inspiration, Charles. You really are. And I appreciate you stopping by if you're still here. Next time you gotta do honeycomb from Wolfman. Honeycomb. Is that what I did? I think didn't I do Honeycomb Canyon? That's the one that takes you that little lift that you like kind of scoot back up to the top. I feel like I skied Honeycomb Canyon a few times, but I wanted to get up Fantasy Ridge. But maybe I could be mad. It's basically an inbound backcountry. Maybe I didn't do Honeycomb. I did whatever bowl you take off of that summit chair. You kind of like go out, and then there's like that whole area that you can like ski into. But yeah, I got to check where I skied. I started skiing at 2.5, and my dad taught me really well. That's awesome, Nick. That's super young, man. You had a good dad. Taught you well, dude. That's sweet. That's really young, though. Like just started walking and you're on skis. I guess that's the way to do it. In your video where you put together a list of skiers, you said people ask me what's my favorite skis. Timmy, yeah, you were one of the people for sure. But it's not only you. I mean, I got that a lot, and yeah, I mean, I think it was a good. I didn't expect that video to get the amount of views it did. It's just weird how YouTube picks up different videos. It really is. Because it's just like my opinion, So of course there's some people who's just like, you should have put a disclaimer and you should have done this and send everyone that. It's like, it's just my opinion of the resorts, but yeah, it was cool. It was a fun little video to put together and kind of look back on what I went to. So first of the black was the cliff at Big White. Definitely still a steepest one ever. I think it was 12 or so. That's 6, Soren. I gotta check that out. And that's the steepest one you ever did, and you were 12. What am I listening to? Holy. Some of the stuff that comes on here. Amanda, hello. You're late, but you made it. Yeah. Very true. We've been almost at the hour mark, which is crazy. Every time I tell myself I'm going to do like a 30-minute stream, and now here we are like an hour later. But we had some good conversation going, so I can't just stop it. But yeah, you made it. Thanks for being here. Hope you're having a good week. And Amanda, I did take your advice that when we were chatting on Instagram, I did not go home to play paintball. I took it slow, and I went to the Valley of Fire. I did some hikes that I'd never done before, and then I made it back on Sunday evening. So I did end up staying, and I'm glad I did. Ever go to Sundance Resort from Refoot? No, I have not. And it's weird that what am I trying to say? I can't believe I didn't think to go to Sundance this winter. I went to a lot of resorts like everywhere else, and Sundance was like Sundance and Brighton were ones I didn't make it to, but I really should have. Did you hear Sundance Resort's getting this summer? Yeah, dude, Sundance Resort, they like got bought by like a private, company. So I'm sure we'll start to see a lot of changes too. I'm sure we're going to start to see like more restaurants, hotels, like that whole place is probably going to get really a lot more developed for whatever you feel about that stuff. But yeah, new high-speed quad. I'm sure they're going to be putting in some other lifts, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that out. I need to check out like Sundance, Brighton, Beaver up in Logan, and That might kind of be like the only resorts I need to go to in Utah. And then I would have went to every resort in Utah. I don't know. My first double blacks is yet to come from Timmy. You'll get there, dude. Don't rush it, man. Before you know it, you'll be shredding the double blacks. And it's just about if you're having fun, you know? At the end of the day, I mean, that's why we ski, is to have fun. So, because you could go push yourself down a double black, and if it's going to be a miserable experience, then what's the point? Just to say you did it? I mean, yeah, it'll help you grow and progress as a skier, but you also want to make sure you're having fun out there. But it'll come for sure. Fantasy Ridge is pretty gnarly. There's some pretty steep chutes. If you go far enough, there's a part where you have to shimmy across the side holding it. Definitely recommend it. Yeah, dude, I think that's what I see, you know, like in videos and stuff like that. It's like that little cable or whatever, yeah, rope or something. Like, yeah, that's why I want to do it, is for that part right there. But yeah, and the chutes look sweet. I definitely want to do it. Yeah, just when I was there, everything was just closed. There was just not enough snow or something. But yeah, I want to get back there. Solitude was fun. Again, it's funny that you saw, I don't know, you saw the video and stuff. Yo, see you, Nick. Thanks for the great stream, dude. Appreciate you stopping by. You are welcome, dude. More video on Friday. How do you feel about the fact that Alta and Deer Valley banned snowboarding? Well, I don't think they ever banned snowboarding. They never allowed it in the first place. Personally, I don't care. Like, I think snowboarders should be allowed, just because, I don't know. I mean, everyone's out there just trying to have a good time and enjoy the mountains for what they are. But on the other hand, I can somewhat understand why they would not allow snowboarders. Just if you look at like the history of skiing and how snowboarding kind of came about and all that stuff. I mean, like, I still think it's a little bit ridiculous, but whatever. I mean, I'm a skier, so I guess that means it doesn't bother me too much because I'm not a snowboarder. But there are times I feel like where snowboarders can kind of push the snow out more than a skier would, you know, and I think that's why they don't like them. So that's awesome. Good idea. Looking forward to the vlog, see the views. Yeah, Amanda, I'm looking forward to it too. It was a fun. I enjoy these types of videos. I mean, it's just nice to take a break and like just do something else, whether that's hiking and just more van stuff. So it's a nice change up. And I was just saying earlier, I have like, you know, I have an hour on the timeline I need to try to put into one video. So yeah, that's gonna be the challenge with this one, but I'm looking forward to sharing it with everyone. So Good advice. Nick, oh yeah, I already said see you, Nick. Or did I say it? Wolfman, yeah, man, if you ever come back on the weekends, I'll be there. Anyways, I gotta get back to homework. Peace. Oh yeah, see you, dude. See you, man. Yeah, dude, I'll be back to next weekend, next season. So look for the white van. Lunch Lady at Highland Mountain Bike Park has some sick stuff. Okay, cool. I don't know. I know nothing about bike parks, Timmy, other than what resorts might have, like, have an established one. But they always seem really fun. Where's your next road trip to? Dude, good question, man. I don't know where I should go, man. That's what I was thinking about this weekend. Like, do I go down to like the Goblin Valley, kind of like like Moab area? Because before, like, soon it's gonna get really hot. I mean, it already is hot down there, but at some point it's gonna get too hot for like to enjoy the desert, you know. So I don't know. I got to figure that out. Problem is, I get so caught up in making like these vlogs before I know it, it's Friday, and like I don't have a plan, and now I got to scramble to get out and do something. But so that might be an option, is just down in the Goblin Valley, Moab area, but. I also want to go to a place called Great Basin National Park in Nevada. It's like it's just a really like not visited national park, and I think it looks amazing. So I don't know. I'm just afraid not a lot of stuff's going to be open down there because it gets a lot of snow. So, but it actually is pretty close. It's like less than 4 hours away, which is nice for a weekend trip. What are your plans for Memorial Day weekend? That's a good question. Tentatively, my plans are I have a paintball tournament in Denver that I'm supposed to go to that I committed to. So depending how this month goes and if I can get practices in with the team and stuff like that, I might find myself in Denver playing paintball. But if not, I'd honestly take the long weekend to go adventure somewhere. But yeah, as of now, it's going to Denver to play paintball, actually. I've seen a review on Deer Valley saying that some skiers take really wide turns on the Groom Blues, taking the entire width of the trail. Probably because snowboarders aren't there to break up the trail width. That is a good point, Soren. And I think that's an interesting thing because to me, that's not really a safe thing to do, in my opinion, is take up the entire width of the trail. You know, I mean, I know the downhill skier like has the right of way in that situation, but there's nothing more dangerous than someone who's like trying to ski down and this person just keeps like coming across the mountain and it's not like looking up to see who's coming, you know? And I just don't think it's really proper ski etiquette to take up the entire trail width. I really don't. But I don't necessarily think it's because snowboarders aren't there to break up the trail width, because skiers can break up the trail width as well, I guess. And that happens at every place you go to, you know. I think it happens mostly on blue runs because it tends to be more intermediate skiers. But yeah, I don't think that's a smart thing to do in general, is to take up the whole trail width. But that's just me. What's your favorite run at Park City? My favorite run at Park City to me is Indicator up at Jupiter. It is a double black, like up in the trees. It's a really fun, and it holds snow really well. So there's always good snow in there. Yeah, I'm thinking it's Capitol Reef. Dude, Capitol Reef, I love that place. I would go back down there because it's so easy to get to, and like it's always so low key. But I've been there like on my past desert trips since like November. I've been to Torrey and Capitol Reef, so I just think I need to change it up. But dude, you should check out the Factory Butte if you're going down there. I don't know if it's like another hour away from Capitol Reef, but it is kind of cool. It's like this whole off-road area. You should come to Boise, Idaho. That could be legit too, man. Carlo, that would be cool. I think that'd be a decent trip. I just want to go someplace where like there's not going to be snow that's still preventing me from doing stuff. So that's why I'm thinking desert until like the end of May-ish. And then like at that point, hopefully Jackson Hole will be a little bit more accessible. Yellowstone, things like that will be a little bit easier to maneuver around. And you're not dealing with like that really just wet, muddy, snowy disaster. I've heard of Great Basin. That'd be cool. Dude, yeah, Great Basin seems really cool. It really does. But it's high. It gets up to like, I don't know, like 11 to maybe 13,000 feet. Like it's a legit place. And the road leading into it from Utah is Route 50. And apparently it's called like the loneliest road in America. Apparently it's like just completely like desolate and like, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a fun trip to go on and just be able to say you did it. So that's definitely on the list here soon. Probably going fishing this weekend in Provo River. That's cool, man. Every time I drive through that canyon, it always seems like there's tons of fishermen there. So that should be fun. Hope you catch something. I suppose because Deer Valley's not crowded either. True. I think Deer Valley does do a good job about mitigating the crowds and stuff. But honestly, I think the main reason why Deer Valley doesn't allow snowboarders is just because the class that Deer Valley like withholds in their luxury and like being the number one resort. I think a lot of people still think snowboarders is like this punk, just like disrespectful figure, you know? So I think having them at Deer Valley, they're afraid it's going to devalue their mountain, devalue their experience, stuff like that. So I truly think that's like the main reason why Deer Valley doesn't allow snowboarders. It's just like, it's so prestigious, and like that whole crowd of people just will not be accepting to having snowboarders because of the stereotype persona around them. But yeah, it's ridiculous at this point, but Again, whatever. I don't like it. That's why I don't really go to Deer Valley. The only reason I want a ticket. Maybe go on a Vegas Mojave Desert trip. Dude, I literally just drove through the Mojave Desert and just drove through Vegas. My only gripe with I'm just not like a Vegas person, I guess. But I was just right. Like I was at Valley of Fire, which is just north of Vegas. So the next episode is kind of Vegas Mojave Desert. Actually, I have some drone clips of me driving through the desert. So yeah. I probably won't go there again, but it's a good recommendation. All the snow in Boise is basically gone. That's good. I gotta make a trip. I'd like to find a hot spring or something. It'd be a good hot spring season. According to Google, Altus High Rustler is the hardest trail in Utah. So I can just imagine out there just researching and come back with a question. Yeah, I mean, High Rustler is like one of the most infamous runs at Alta, and I guess for that matter in Utah and really just like in the country. We skied it in that video, so you can check out the Alta video. I did a whole High Rustler run. It's also called High Boy. Like there's 2 different names for it. So yeah, we did that run for that reason. It's known as like one of the steepest, longest runs, but I don't really see why it was so hard. To be honest, I thought there was harder runs and stuff, and I think there's harder trails. Just people don't share them, you know, and they don't identify them. But, I mean, it was a cool run, but I thought there was harder trails. If you don't do Panhandle, let's do a meetup at Mount Water Bachelor. Yeah, that's true. I could rip out there. Long freaking drive though, man. But yeah, that would be the time to do it. Because of the 3-day weekend. I want to go to Telluride too. I feel like that would be a cool trip. But I'm down, Justin. I'll keep you guys posted. If it doesn't happen Memorial Day, maybe we can do another day like in the summer. Seattle's a busy city, so hardly ever any snow. Dude, I love Seattle, man. I've been to Seattle just once, but I was there for like a week. It's an awesome place. I'd love to get back to that whole area, PNW, up in Vancouver. Like, dude, Vancouver was one of my favorite cities too. I have a Mavic Air 2 and a Millennium. Nice, dude. That's dope. Mavic Air 2. That thing's super small. I'd love that. It'd be sick to get. Yeah, I'd have to. I don't mind flying and driving, but it would be nice to get some other footage. Do you scuba dive? No, I don't. That'd be crazy. No one's ever asked that before. I think I should start with snorkeling. I think I just need to start with being in the water more. I'm not a huge water person, if you couldn't tell from that last video. So yeah, scuba diving, I think I'd get like claustrophobic. Amanda, what has been your favorite hot spring you have visited? Good question. I went to one in Utah called Baker Hot Spring, which was really cool, but there was just a lot of people, and it was like really, it was messy. Like people just left their trash everywhere, which is annoying. But that was a really cool one. I just wish it wasn't like so messy. I also did one 2 or 3 years ago now in the desert of Nevada, which was an awful idea because the hike was brutal, but the hot spring was really, really cool. I forgot what the heck it's called. We had to like trudge through water that was like way steep. I didn't know, so I had my camera bag. I like put all my camera stuff in the air, and this water was like boiling hot. It was brutal hike. And like the next day it closes because it gets so hot there in the summer. And we had no idea. Like that was not a good idea. But that was a really cool one because it was like kind of close to the Colorado River. There's also one in Utah called Fifth Water Hot Springs. It's a really cool one if anyone lives in Utah. Also going to the hardest trail, Park City Silver King. I don't even know what trail that is. That's interesting. Where does it say Silver King is, Timmy? What left? Pagosa Springs is a great hippie dip that is free. That one is my favorite. Where is that? Where's Pagosa? I got to get there. Hippie dip. I tried to get into one in Stanley, Idaho, but didn't work out. There's also a cool hot spring up in Jackson. I forgot what it's called. Or an Alpine, I guess, but I don't know. It's right off the road, and it's fun. I feel like every hot spring is fun. It's cool. Can you explain how do you make drone shots while you're driving? Get certified, dude. It's worth it. Me too. Such an easy bath. Oh, but Grand Illusion. Yeah, my roommate was really into scuba diving, so that's interesting that you say that. That would be cool. I'd be afraid that I would get the bubbles if I ascend too quickly or whatever. Can you explain how you make drone shots while you drive? Yes. So it's actually pretty simple. I typically, there's like a few things that I make sure that the road is not super fast. As soon as the road gets over like 45 miles an hour, it starts to get too fast for the drone to really keep up. You can still do it, but you just have to be like extra careful that you're not driving away from your drone too much. And then I also make sure that it's a road that's pretty low key, where there's a lot of like, passing lines where cars can just go around you. Cause a lot of times I'm driving way below the speed limit and the cars will just pass you because you're going like so slow. So obviously make sure it's not a populated road. Once I have all those things, then basically I pull over, I launch the drone, and then I put the phone, because if you guys aren't familiar with drones, like the thing that you see is on your phone screen. There's an app, whatever. So I put that right over. It fits really well over my speedometer on my van. So the reason why I do it that way is because it prevents me. Before I would put it like in my lap, and so I'd really have to look down. At least when it's this way, I'm not necessarily looking down as much, and I'm still just kind of almost using my peripheral vision to just check on the drone. And so I keep that up there, and now I just have the controller in my hand, and it's kind of like playing a video game at that point. The next thing that I really make sure is just like make sure there's no telephone wires and just get above all the trees. Because if you're above the trees and there's no telephone wires around you, if you ever get, like, obviously the focus is driving, so if you ever get in trouble, you just like stop flying the drone or just keep pushing it forward and have it just kind of keep going towards where you are. But if there's telephone wires and you're trying to fly in trees, like, you're obviously at risk of hitting something. So like once I'm above all that, it's pretty easy to do. And then basically I'll just make sure my exposures are set correctly, hit record so I don't forget to record. And then it's really just driving and then just pushing the drone so I drive into the frame. Then I reposition the drone and just like do another shot. And I just kind of do that for like 10, 15 minutes, and then it's usually time to land the drone, and that's it. So that's kind of how I do it. I mean, yeah, sometimes I'll just kind of drive with my knee. If there's no one out around you, it's a lot easier. So, but I'm also, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I have my drone FAA license. I fly drones like all the time for work. Yeah, I'm just very comfortable with the drone. I know what its limits are and stuff like that. So I'm not afraid to leave it up there to hover or whatever. So anyways, I hope that kind of helps. Because yes, I do all my drone shots while driving, and I manually do them. I doubt that's legal, but hey, whatever. I've been to the bottom of the Homestead crater. Well, it's like 98 degrees. That's nice. I feel like that'd be good temperature for a hot spring. Southern Colorado. That would be a good place to go to, actually. In New Mexico, that'd be cool. Now we're east of Durango. Wolf Creek's another fun hill. I've heard good things about Wolf Creek. I looked into going there, but I forgot why I didn't go out there. But that'd be a cool area. Wolf Creek, then hit the hot spring. Can you get to the hot spring in the winter too? And it's just outside the Golden Triangle Preserve Shelter. Okay, that would be really, really cool. Do like a Telluride, Wolf Creek, Silverton hot spring trip. That would be a lot of fun, actually. Okay, you can, yeah. Are you still in San Diego from Silva Studios? No, I'm not. I got back on Sunday. Well, I guess I left San Diego like on Friday evening. But yeah, I'm not in San Diego. I wish I had more time there. That was really cool. I liked it a lot. I like being out there. But I'm not out there anymore. Yep, I drive up from Angel Fire a lot. What's Angel Fire? What state would you like to visit you have not visited before? What would you like to do there? Good question, Amanda. that I've not visited before. I would say Montana, a lot of states actually. I probably would visit New Mexico, to be honest. I'd love to ski Taos there, and I'd love to just check out like the ruins and all that stuff. And I have been to Arizona, but I haven't been there long enough. So I would love to go to Arizona and just check out all the red rocks and all the spiritual stuff out there. That would be cool. So New Mexico and Arizona are on my list for sure. Can you park in the park and walk 50 feet? Okay. Yeah, that's gotta be, that'll be on the list. I just looked it up real quick. Pagosa Springs. Oh, but it's like a man-made hot spring, no? Am I misunderstanding? Pagosa Springs, Colorado. Also, my first time getting drunk. I thought this was gonna be like a natural hot spring. Okay. I've never been to one of these hot springs where it's like a resort hot spring. I like the wild, rugged ones, but that'd be cool. I've just never been to one before. Okay. I see it. So it's a natural man-made outlet. Okay. It is natural. Okay, I got you. Yeah. According to Google, Timmy's still Googling hardest ski trails. Is it in Europe and like Le Grave, France? You don't go to the resort, they have a normal. Okay. I just Googled Pagosa Springs and that's what came up. So I'd have to look at. Oh, I think I see what you're talking about. I think I found a picture here that looks a little more natural. Okay. It's a dope song. I got you, Justin. All right, guys. Well, I think we might have hit the longest stream I've ever done, which is crazy because, but there are like 5 resorts that use the water. Yeah, I need to go on like a hot spring mission for sure. That'd be a lot of fun. But all right, guys, I'm probably gonna sign off for the night. It's been almost an hour and a half, which is crazy. So thank you guys for everyone's support. Let's keep it going. Oh man, I'm down to keep it going. It's getting warm in here in this van, but it's a dope song. What do you guys think like the ideal, what do you guys think a good length is for the YouTube videos? Like the vlog, like what gets to a point that's too much for you guys to watch? Granted, I'm asking 12 people out of the whole base, but I'm curious to hear what you guys' thoughts are. Sounds like this summer should be a fun one. I'll keep in touch and hopefully we can do it. Yeah, dude, definitely keep in touch, man. I would, yeah, definitely like Instagram's a good way to contact like immediately, you know. Ski trip at Taos, dude, for sure, Refoot. Ski trip at Taos. I definitely want to get out there. Cocolina says a 3-minute vlog. Damn, dude, I couldn't even get through the freaking intro in 3 minutes, probably. Justin, 20 plus minutes, the more the better. Soren, 20 minutes, I can watch it. Okay, good to know. I try to keep them around 15. Because I just feel like after 15 it gets so long. But I know me personally, I'll easily watch a 20-minute vlog of someone. So okay, I guess I could push them a little bit longer, but obviously I want to keep them like interesting and captivating. But I probably wouldn't go Amanda 20 to 25 minutes. Yeah, that's. Oh, see it, Carlo. 30 minutes is too long. Yeah, 30 minutes definitely gets long. I think there's a time and place for longer videos. But just like in my episode vlogs. Okay, good to know. Thanks, everyone, for chiming in. I meant 3 hours. 3-hour YouTube video. Man, that would take me freaking all day even to upload. I'd say 10 to 15. Okay, interesting. So we got some range here. 10 to 15, yeah. Okay, so Grand Illusion's on the short side because I don't know. I posted some 10-minute ones, but a lot of these is more, yeah, they're longer. The fact that you label your subsections probably keep people watching. Yeah, I think labeling the subsections have helped. Just like allows people to kind of guide through it. If there's something they don't want, they can skip through it. But honestly, it's not the length. I'm sure you know it's the quality of what you do. Great point, Justin. Great point. Yep. And that's always the struggle. But yeah, it definitely is the quality. And just like, yeah, obviously the story and all, well, yeah, the content, all that crap they tell you. So yeah, I think between like 12 and 17 minutes is a realistic length for my videos based on my filming style, which I think is aligning with what a lot of people are saying. Oh, you can watch a lot of Pod Downhill. Yeah, true. It's weird that people can watch a lot of content of one topic, but it has to be in like individual videos, right? Like before you know it, you'll watch 60 minutes of a topic, but they're all in like 6-10-minute videos rather than one 60-minute video. It's interesting. I meant to say no longer than 20. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no longer than 2025, Amanda. Yeah, I agree with that. I think as soon as you start to go, but I'm sure a lot of people will be skipping around, and like obviously watch time is the biggest thing when it comes to YouTube videos, is how long are people actually staying on your video for. So yeah, 15 to 20, perfect. Okay. Yeah, so on here, if I went over 30 minutes, yeah, like that ski doc thing that I made was like right just under 30 minutes. So but that was the longest video I've ever made in my life, actually. I agree with Justin. Maybe there's a lot of stuff to share. Yeah, true. Like I said, there's a time and place for long form content and like, you know, stuff like that. But and I also think it takes someone in the proper mindset. Like those videos are designed for you to invest in the 30-minute video, invest in sitting down and watching it, you know, where a lot of YouTube stuff is obviously everything now is just so much like, yeah, like the TikToks and Instagram reels. Everything's just like, they just want it like 15 seconds and it's done, which is cool. But I just struggled. I enjoy telling like a whole thing. And that's why I like making YouTube videos. Okay, Cocaline, I noticed you have very wide skis. What's that about? Yeah, my skis are 116 underfoot. They're wide because they're great for big mountain skiing, for skiing deep powder. And yeah, just being, I don't know where if you ski out west or not, but typically people have a little wider skis out here out west just because we get a lot of snow. So my skis are definitely on the wider side. And yeah, they just help me stay above the snow for skiing powder, and they give me a little bit more stability because I have a longer and a fatter ski. So I also have some skinnier skis, but I do like the fatter ski. Justin, that's interesting you say that, man. We want you to get good 10-minute blocks for monetization. And I didn't bring that up, but yeah, shorter videos, actually, they make a lot less money. Not that we're making really any sort of form of money off this channel, but yeah, YouTube definitely pays more money for longer videos because they can run more ads. I feel bad even that my videos have to break for ads. You know, I think it's so annoying. Made me like $100, you know, and when you look at it, like that's the gas, you know, or even some ski tickets. So some of the videos have when you put it out in the month, it does help a little bit. It's not enough to like quit my job or anything, but it is some cool side money. But yeah, if you make a video like 10 to 12 minutes, it's crazy how much less money they pay you if you make a video that's more like 12 to 15 to 20 for sure. So interesting, Justin. I ski 100, but a little longer than normal, so I still float. Okay, yeah. Sweet. Good point. How long are they, Justin? Coglina, but you also ride 116 on groomers? I rode 116 on groomers all season. I loved it, to be honest. Yep, I rode 116 on groomers. I rode 116s on ice. I just wanted to see how the 116s were going to ride in all different conditions. So mine are 116, and then they're a 185 length. So it's a pretty big ski. I also have a 97 and a 97 underfoot and a 177 length. So I have two very different skis. But I like them. But it's all, it comes down to your ski style, you know. Well, it's supposed to be great. Is it supposed to be great this weekend? Hopefully it is. Look it up. Dude, I heard it's supposed to be 48 degrees here in Park City. I bet down south it's going to be really nice. But Ben Chetler's, okay. 185, okay, yeah. 100 under foot, that's a dope ski, man. I'm like 5'10", barely. 5'9.5", probably. I ride 104 under 188 rustic 10s. Okay. Yeah, so you're right up there too, Cocolino. You know? I mean, the next tier down from a 116 would be like a 108 probably. And under a 188, I mean, that's a big ski you got. But yeah, ever since I went to the wide ski, I don't think I'm going to go back. So, all right, guys, we have reached 91 minutes of the stream. So I got to cut it off here so I can just edit and eat dinner. So thank you guys for joining. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate each and every one of you. So hit me up on Instagram, stop by the next video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Later, dude. You too, Justin. See you, Amanda. See you, Grand Illusion, Cocolino, Soren, anyone who's still in here. Let's see if I can get a Cocolino, Grand Illusion, Soren. Smash the like. That's right. Smash that like. See you guys.